past his downtime, but that's all right.
And and so yeah, you guys are at the tavern. You've sort of pumped the captain, the guy who runs this place, of information to figure out what's going on here, and you've discovered that various factions have been sort of torn apart and/or replaced as a result of your actions putting the queen in power. And furthermore, you've received a summons to the host tower by Porter, by P, that you assume to be Porter, not Pagilgamesh, as Joaf said 6 days ago.
Yeah.
And, maybe Plotinus. The NPC that I put into the game, and then, anyways, you guys are, last I heard, heading towards the host tower, but if you want to sort of retcon that and talk about what you want to do, then that's what we can do. Oh, and you also left off having overheard a conversation where somebody referenced 10 towns jokingly as 3 towns.
And it's my understanding that only Izzy heard that.
Correct.
Yeah, she's not going to say anything.
Yeah, I'm all for rushing to the host tower.
I do think that we should buy rations. Because last time we went into that island, we were there suppliesless for quite a while.
Do we have enough money for another bag of hold'em?
Missile's making one.
All right, yeah.
God, Garrett. Jeez.
Oh, by the way, I resolved that double bar thing from last time. It was my fault. I didn't realize you guys were talking about the fact that I had 2 modules enabled for 2 different bars. So there should only be one now, and it's the fancy newer one. If you have trouble with it, let me know. Some modules updated and some settings got changed, and I've been working to change them back, but there might be, bugs here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Gert, you have all of your fancy new wild shapes built into your character. I don't know if you want to check those out, but I think all of the stats are updated and ready to go.
With correct modifiers?
Yeah. I had fucked up his modifiers before, and they are now fixed.
So substantially weaker.
You're not weaker. Well, a little bit weaker. I was giving you an extra +2 to hit on your wild shape forms that I shouldn't have.
Alright.
But your new wild shape forms will be stronger than your old wild shape forms, which is sort of the goal anyways.
Yeah, I can't wait to bust this out. It's gonna be good. Let's go punch something in the face, guys. Bosner's pumped.
Yeah, can we just assume that we picked up some rations when we went shopping?
Yeah, we'll say you grab some jerky or whatever from the captain here, and mark off whatever you would buy. How many rations? I'll let you decide that.
I'll just grab a week's worth of rations.
Okay. Then
how many days worth of rations is the pound of cinnamon the Marcus almost bought?
I can't answer that. It depends. How much
gonna
cinnamon
do a
toast are you
cinnamon
making?
challenge?
Yeah, are we making cookies? Because
Cinnamon has no nutritional value, so it's just whatever you add to.
Damn.
I think it's got heart benefits, but I don't know.
yeah,
We could
Okay.
use it as a blinding dust in Mortimer, though.
Let me quickly work out a complex spice to mild buff mechanic. If you consume X amount of cinnamon over 4 days, you get 1 temporary hit point on every 3rd day. You guys are keeping track of this, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Perfect.
spiced out of my
Yeah.
mind.
Is it done,
Disadvantage
like,
on stealth.
Yeah.
like a
Yep.
challenge, right? We have to just-
Someone's like, is someone making cookies?
Okay, so
Alright.
as you get the group together, and let's throw it to the map of Luskin, why not? As you head from the frozen rudder, oh, I can't move it on that screen. Across town, you go across the bridge into Kurth, which is sort of the Queen's hideout, and walk past the guards sort of as they nod at you, accepting that now you have the clearance to get to the island that you now are the owners of. And as you walk by, various Queen's guards sort of flag you down to say something to you. Do you stop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. As you stop, one of them approaches you and says, you're going to want to be careful in there. We've been hearing reports that undead have been stirring on the surface and inside.
Good to know.
That's it. You guys
What
are
kind
just
of undead?
walking into a pit of undead disturbances, and just good to know.
Missile volunteers to have Morty give us some temp HP via Protector.
Okay, you'll be able to do that in the opening scene of the
Got it.
Star.
Will do.
Okay.
What sort of undead? I mean, are they like humanoids? Have they come over towards the fort?
We've had reports of them getting as far as the bridge, but we've put a stop to them. Any kind of gestures, and there are a number of bones sort of scattered about the bridge. And he says, for now they are mostly weak, kind of humanoid types, but we anticipate that there might be more coming from them.
When did this start?
About 2 days ago, it really started to ramp up. We had heard reports of movement, but it's really escalated since then. Something seems to be waking them up.
Well, we will do what we can to reduce that threat.
And
Any other reports of like other things, like liches or people doing some nefarious things?
he shakes his head and says, I can only really report on what I see, and that's a little above my pay grade.
Okay. Well, if you do find one of those folks, send them our way. But if we leave it,
Will do. And good luck to you. Long live the Queen.
yeah.
He sort of looks at you expectingly to say it.
Yeah, I'll repeat it back to him.
And
Morty squeaks.
And he nods, and you pass by. And now you cross a very ancient bridge that sort of, it almost feels as though it's like hanging on by a thread. It's sort of broken on all sides, railings missing, just sort of like, you can just look into the bay with all of like the roiling water and, hunks of ice in it. And it's definitely not safe looking, but it's easy enough to trespass or to move across. And you arrive in front of the ruins of the host tower. And let me see if I have that map.
Could I roll something to see, like, to check the integrity of that bridge, so to see if we can make a safe retreat?
Yeah, check it.
Would that be investigation?
Yep. I'm gonna say you can tell that this thing, even though it's beat to shit, has been here for probably 1,000 years, and is an indication that it's built so well that even in its completely disheveled state, it will not fall.
Most impressive.
So, John, as we're getting like across the bridge and Missile's investigating it, I kind of like, is there like a gate or something that we're approaching?
Let me show you. So,
Okay.
Yep. And then this is sort of what you see. As you come across the bridge, there is sort of an elevated area, sort of off-screen to the left of these ruins. There's sort of an open plain with lots of broken buildings and stuff, and you surmise, based off your experience, that under that area is the ruins of Alusk that you have sort of explored fairly thoroughly. But here lies sort of an elevated mound which used to sit a host tower, but is now completely broken down. And sort of off to the right there, you can see an entrance, the sort of last bit of the structural integrity that leads seemingly down into the island.
And remind me, do we know when the host tower was constructed?
At least, I mean, hundreds, if not thousands of years ago.
Okay. But I think we knew that it was newer than the ruins.
Correct.
And that it toppled during the spell plague.
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay.
So as we get kind of like up to it, DeMarcus kind of like steps out in front of everyone and says, I discovered the King's Journal when we were on the island, and I took it. Been working through it. It's a lot of strange writings and rantings, but he said that he made a deal with an unnamed master here in Luskin who gave him the power to become a vampire and be immortal. He had some fears that he wanted to live forever through, and I think he made it for that reason, but he never came back because he was afraid of meeting the master again. And so there's something here in Luskin that seems to be more powerful than him, and maybe even more powerful than his daughter. I don't know if it's the leech that we found in the Aluskan ruins, or if it's something that's causing all the undead here, but we should expect that there might be something very powerful down here.
He didn't explain what it was or how he found it?
No, not at all. I've been trying to find out, but I haven't been able to find anything.
Does it describe any rooms or anything? Maybe if...
No, there's no other details or information that we can use.
Well, we should probably hurry then, because Porter and the others have been here for a few days since they sent that letter.
Yeah.
Marcus nods his head in agreement, and he says, if we're going to hurry, do you propose that we just run our way through the undead to find Porter?
I mean, not to such an extent that it would be dangerous.
He nods his head again, and I'm actually gonna... Yeah, never mind, I was gonna cast something, but I think... Yeah, whatever, I'll do it. I'll cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself, and then I'll also put a hand on Isolde's shoulder, and I'll cast it on her.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Then let's hurry up and make our way in there.
Yes. 1 second. Okay. So, you cross this bridge, this snowy bridge, and you sort of arrive up to this raised area that's sort of a large door, iron and thick. And this is what it looks like. And, oh shit, I could have made it snowing, but I didn't. Sort of snowing. Anyways, you arrive at this...
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Protection from good and evil is concentration, so you'd only be able to cast it on one person.
Right. Okay, alright. Sorry, I was casting it right now once I got on my character token.
It's all good.
You can do the heal on Morty if you'd like, by the way.
Yeah, I would. Alright. The man. Morty squeaks eagerly and invitingly, bringing everybody close, and casts Protector.
Boom, everybody gets 10 temp HP.
Awesome.
And then I'll use a spell slot to switch him back to Flamethrower.
I just casted that on myself. Then I guess you'll be fine, Isolde. I'm not worried about it.
Perfect. Okay. You approach this door, and in weird sort of fragmented netherese, you read sort of like so Damon and Missile can read it, but it comes out as gibberish, a bunch of sort of mishmashed mixed characters. Missile and Damon both make an intelligence check for me, or investigation, I guess.
Ba-ba-ba. Yeah.
And as you approach, Damon, you can read it in netherese, but it's complete gibberish. Whereas Missile, you recognize the gibberish as a bunch of backwards and sort of jumbled up words in netherese, which say... somewhere in here. Not that.
Know thyself. That's what it says.
It says that.
Well, pretty good at geometry, right?
Mountains will crumble to it, and temples will fall, and no man can survive its endless call.
A riddle?
It would appear so.
Is that academia?
Is it Bill?
You say the word beer and sort of turn to the door, and it stands completely still.
Maybe if you say it louder.
Oi! Bill!
The door does not budge.
Yeah, well, I'm out.
Orty
Do you have
kind
any
of
ideas?
scampers over the front. The first thing that came to mind was water, or the ocean, or the sea. And he'll turn to the door and say, water?
The door does not move.
Marcus says death.
The door does not move.
Perhaps
Is it time?
time.
And Damon and Vosner, as you both together say time, the door opens. And what you see is a long lit hallway with multiple doors that go down deep, deep, deep. The stairs look like they go up, but it's just down, you know. And as you kind of look down this long hallway, at the end of it, you can see scattered bodies left and right of undead, large corpses of sort of dark and icy spiders, and all the way at the end you see a few humanoid figures standing still.
We can see all the way down to the end of this tunnel. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check to see if the humanoids look like living or undead? Or...
Yeah. I'll just say, given you don't even have to make a perception check, you can see them walking and talking, but it's so super far away. And sort of as the door creaks open, all of the figures turn towards you, sort of weapons drawn, and then they sort of relax their posture. And a familiar figure of Porter sort of waves and sort of gestures for you to come towards him.
Everyone, just keep your eyes out around you. There's a lot of unknown things happening around us. She's like kind of eyeing all the corpses and shit. But she'll advance down the hallway slowly. And she's kind of scanning as she goes to like look in each room.
Missile in the back is muttering under his breath, I was going to say time.
And as you say time, the door shuts behind you.
Well,
Excellent.
Rosner high five Damon because we've beaten this one.
Damon looks perplexedly at his hand, but accepts it and moves on.
And as you approach, Porter says, "Well, it took you guys a while. You've been busy."
We weren't in town.
Well, what have you got yourselves up to?
I mean, nothing anymore, but we got back to the Frozen Router and received your letter. Is everything okay here?
Well, not quite. And he sort of gestures at the corpses littering the floor of this room. And he says, things have been very active around here. And he sort of like gestures towards them. He says, they reform every about 4 hours or so. We're not exactly sure how to put a stop to it.
Have you
All
tried
of them?
dismembering them?
Yeah, well, we started with that, but the magic sort of forges them into something, even if it's a bunch of legs.
Grotesque.
Indeed.
Have you seen like Odd Fellow maybe around messing with the bones?
No, in fact, aside from these animated figures here, a strange statue, and he points sort of to his, his left, but your right. He says, a strange statue over there, and then he points back at Luthar, who's sitting next to 3 bags full of loot. He says, and the things we've found in here, not much in terms of life and movement.
Could
Well,
we
there were
investigate
certainly-
that? God, I'm sorry.
Oh, there were certainly some things in the ruins that might be related. We found a lich down there and briefly experienced a ghost.
And when you
And-
say lich, Luther steps forward and says, a lich? You saw a lich?
Yes?
And fought a lich.
And? You're clearly not dead.
No, we were able to defeat the lich, but not to destroy its, what was that called again, missile?
Phylactery.
Its phylactery remains
Phylactery.
intact.
You destroyed a lich, but didn't destroy its phylactery.
We were in very bad shape.
He looks very disappointed with that. And sort of gestures. He says, well, while you were in the ruins and elsewhere, we've been able to work our way pretty far through here. We've cracked most of the riddles. I see you got through the first one. But we appear to be stuck at this last one. And honestly, whatever lies beyond this door, I believe is the cause of what's, well, waking these things up. So we're not entirely sure we want to crack it quite yet. We were waiting until you arrived.
Hopefully it's a more direct route to the lich, and hopefully we can tie up that loose as well.
I would hope so as well. Whatever's down here shouldn't be in the hands of a lich, that's for sure.
Let's take a look at that statue that you mentioned.
Yeah. And you walk over and you see a very worn down stone statue. At the bottom of the statue you see the name Grotto Shien. And to be honest, it's so worn down that it's almost hard to... Wait, can you guys not see it? What's going on? Oh, Gotta click on Missile. He can see everything. It's so worn down that it's hard to even make out the facial features of the statue. But Johoff, as you stare at the statue, you see a bright light emanating from it, almost as if the stone itself was giving off an aura, so bright that you have to sort of shield your eyes slightly.
What? Fuck! Is it so bright to everybody else?
And it is not bright to anybody else.
Do you mean to say dark, Johoff?
Yeah, Johoff glares for a split second at Missile as like, what the hell is wrong with you? No, I'm pretty sure I mean fucking bright, Missile. It's glowing like a fucking sun over there.
And Porter sort of
Karen's
stands next to you and says, I don't know what you're on, buddy, but can I get some?
Does it
Yeah,
seem
we'll
like
talk
it's
about that later.
coming from a particular part of the statue?
It's just like the whole thing, right, John? The whole thing's
Yeah,
glowing?
the whole thing, like it is a statue made of light for you.
Yeah, no, it's the whole thing. It's just glowing like the sun. I can't believe you guys can't fucking see this.
Can I investigate it to see if I can find any like enchantments or anything?
Yeah.
Is that investigation or arcana?
Yeah, Arcana, I'd say. You can detect that there is no magic at work here.
I will kind of look to Joe off and then shake my head and says, I don't think it's enchanted, so I don't think there's a spell making you see it bright.
Is you guys fucking with me? You really can't see this.
Honestly, no.
And Missile, for the first time you notice that underneath the statue there is something written faintly and sort of rubbed off, but in Netherese.
Interesting. Could I roll something to try to discern what we're dealing with here?
Yeah, investigation.
Alright, let's do that.
Marcus could also do a divine sense at this time, John.
I'm not... I don't really recall how the scale works, but if that's not high enough to get full info, I'd like to Flash of Genius it.
Flash it up.
Let's do that.
DeMarcus, you use one of your detect evil and good?
No, the divine sense.
Oh, divine sense, yeah.
So I'm not casting a spell, but the ability, yeah.
Yep. So, somebody's echoing. Gert, you're echoing. So DeMarcus, you cast it, and you get an overwhelming sense of goodness from it. As though, like, it was imbued with a good spirit.
So DeMarcus kind of like is going up next to Johoff, and he says, "Can't see what you can see, but I can feel divine presence just radiating out of it. How can you see it?"
And Missile, for the first time, you can read the plaque. You sort of put it all together. Using your Flash of Genius, you, I don't know, create a liquid or something to sort of get rid of the years of salt that have overcome and filled the hole. But now you can read it, and you read it out loud, I guess, is that.
A wise and graceful hero must strike true to gain my boon. There are only two choices, flesh or death. An unspectacular rhyme.
Moving away.
Is the answer Bill?
The
I believe it is fist.
The statue does not do anything.
It's gonna be right one of these times.
Well, I'm neither graceful nor a hero, so I've nothing to contribute.
Calling
Maybe
out to
punch it.
Johoff.
Maybe you should try punching it.
You guys are telling me to go up to this thing that's just fucking glowing like the sun and just fucking. Really? I feel like this is gonna go badly.
To be fair, Johaf, it is inviting a strike of a hero.
Yeah, that would be one of you guys.
No, Joe Hoff, I think it's you.
None of us can see it.
Well, look, I'll give it the old 1-2 if that's what you guys think is right, but I think this is stupid.
I mean, you.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, since you actually punch and all of us use like steel weapons, it could be also mean that to strike it, you need to strike it with flesh. Terran shrugs.
Yeah, it's the death part that's a little bit more concerning, right?
I assume that's an exclusive or not including both of them.
I hasn't got the fucking clue what you're talking about there. But if you guys say I should punch it, I mean, I guess. He kind of turns and looks at Porter because feels like Porter's been here a little bit longer.
Porter takes a swig of a flask and sort of shrugs and says, I wouldn't hit it, but then again, I'm not the heroic type. And he sort of crosses his arms, sort of watching to see what happens.
Terran takes another couple steps back.
If it would make you feel any safer, Johaf, I could offer you a measure of protection from death.
Or we could just leave it.
Is that coming across to you?
No, and it would last the rest of the day, so.
Yeah, what the hell? I'll take that and whatever's left in that flask there, Porter.
He tosses it to you. It's like straight moonshine.
That's the best case scenario, the best of all possible flasks. So, Johaf will down the flask, pretty much just chug it down, and then look at Isolde.
Yeah, so I'll kind of reach out and touch his shoulder and cast Death Ward on him. And it kind of just feels like a sudden warmth that kind of fills your body.
And Luthar kind of comes up from behind you guys and says, if you guys are done... Oh, sorry, it's a different accent. If you guys are done dicking around, we've got a riddle over here to solve.
Johaf will kind of jerk his head off to the side to indicate that he wants Isolde and Damon to step back. And yeah, I'm gonna punch it, I guess. Watch me get like a roll a natural 1 on my first.
You roll you pull back to punch, and you slam it into this bright light, and instantly the stone erupts in an explosion, and the room fills with a bright light that now everybody can see, and it sort of blinds everybody around you, and the stone shatters, and in your head you hear Johaf in the voice of a very familiar Willem. And as the stone crumbles to the ground, in like the remains of the stone lies a small hammer. Which, when you grab off the ground, I guess what does Johaf do? Sorry.
Johaf is gonna like fall to his knees first when he hears Willem's voice, and then once he sees it, I guess he'll pick the hammer up.
And when you do, you feel the key that fills your fists instantly extend into the item, and it begins to glow a bright, radiant yellow.
Joe will kind of like hold it up and then turn and like show it perplexedly to the rest of the group. Like he doesn't really understand what's going on.
And I shared the item in the like item section of the game, but I'll just throw it in your character sheet.
Thank you.
So from our perspective, the statue crumbled and a hammer appeared that is now glowing.
Yes.
Looks like quite the prize.
Well, I mean, I'll guess I've never really used anything like this before, so I'm not quite sure what to make of it.
Can DeMarcus do a religion check, John? On the hammer?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say that it looks like it has religious significance, but to you it doesn't ring any bells.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah. So you all sort of gather around Johoff as he sort of holds out this hammer, and Terran, it doesn't look to be of any magical make. It does look like it's an enchanted weapon, but it doesn't seem to have any ties to the arcane that you can detect.
Terran will say, like, it doesn't appear to be arcane, and then he'll glance over to, like, Missile for confirmation.
Missile would say, I'm not detecting anything arcane, but it does seem uncannily well designed for a monk such as Johoff.
Tim, have you had a chance to read what it does?
No. How do I pull that up?
It's in your inventory, but I'll post the stats in the chat.
Oh no, I got it. Okay, I just wasn't sure how to. For some reason, when I was clicking, it was like frozen. It wasn't pulling it up.
And for the rest of us, it's in the red chest.
Yep.
The group
Yep.
loot.
I assume it's the key hammer.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, just a little bit of background for you. The way monk weapons work now, since Tasha's, is that you basically pick a weapon and then it has your monk damage as its damage. So, to anybody else, that would be a D4 hammer that they can't do anything with because it uses ki. Whereas for Johoff, it is just as good as his fist.
Dope.
This is gonna be some cool flavor.
Hey, you can throw it. It's probably better than a dart.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be.
So Luther sort of descends down the steps and looks at you and says, did you just destroy a 1,000-year-old statue?
It was a missile.
And then he sort of looks at you holding the hammer. He says, well, I hope it was worth it. And Porter, sort of like still mouth open, is like, I really thought you were gonna die, dude.
I'll toss him back his flask and go, oh, not today, I suppose.
He looks at the flask and goes, this seems lucky. He stores it away in his pack.
Well, so it seems that we need to find the next big, bad, undead thing, right? That's probably causing all of these zombies. I think I might have a way to do it, but I need about 10 minutes.
What do you have in mind?
Well, and I can commune with nature, and that could at least give us a clue. If it's at least 3 miles and within 3 miles of here, um, I could get some information on it.
Well, I'm all ears, but I have a feeling, based off the studies of the architecture of this place that we've done so far, that we're not far off already. But perhaps communing should be an alternative plan.
Let's have a look at the riddle, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Mm.
And he walks you over to it, and he gestures towards it, and he says, it's sort of all scrambled, and he says, as far as we can tell, it's asking who the god of this tomb is, which is strange because, frankly, we didn't think it was a tomb.
To be sure, it is a tower full of undead.
Of course. No, I mean, yes, that's very fair. But a god of a tomb? Curious.
Indeed.
Missile, make a investigation check.
Will do. Gladly.
And, wow, fuck. Yeah, so with that, you realize that it's asking, who is the second god of time?
Ah. Yes, Netherese characters are fickle like that. It is not tomb, it is time.
And Luther sort of squints his eyes and goes, oh, well, yes, I mean that could be the case. It's hard to tell either way.
Missile looks kind of confused and says, no, I'm afraid it is in fact the case.
All
But
right.
regardless, I'm not quite sure who this god would be.
And he sort of thinks to himself, religion-wise. And he sort of scratches his head and he says, well, those of you who are theologically inclined?
Yeah, could I roll religion to see if she would know?
Yep.
Would Damon have any chance of knowing, having been familiar with the Netherese Empire?
Oof. There it is. Oh, never mind.
And Porter
Oh my.
steps forward and says, the second god of time. And he sort of looks around to the group, expecting you all to have already got it. He says, is a monitor. And as he says that, the door opens. And in front of you is an open room with a blue light glowing in the center of it, much like the rest of these braziers. And in front of that is a door which is sort of cracked open. It looks as though it were forced open through bludgeoning means. And as you can see slightly through that cracked door, it leads up a flight of stairs into a space which you cannot see from this location. But you can hear the faint noise of incantation.
That's not good.
Can DeMarcus tell if it was bludgeoned from this side or the other side?
This side.
And the voices, do they sound human?
It sounds magic voicey. And Porter sort of turns towards you and says, well, I suppose it's now or never. And then he drinks a potion.
Damon will ignite his sword so that that's taken care of.
Taryn will cast light on his wand.
Vosner will surround himself in a dim shield of fire.
And Luther hands a potion to his brother, who chugs
Marcus
it.
is going to do another divine sense. I'm sorry, John, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I already did it.
Yeah, I was going to do another divine sense and see if I can detect any undead in there.
I think it has to be within 60 feet and vision.
That's right, yeah.
And you don't sense anything within 60 feet. But let's take a 4-minute break here real quick. And we will pick up in a second.
Okie doke.
Okay. So, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Have you had a chance to think about how the hammer works, Tim? It's kind of complicated.
Yeah, I think I got it. I think it'll definitely add some pretty cool battlefield options. So looking forward to testing some of that out.
It gives you something ranged, but it's yeah, I think it's a good compromise for your character, and I think it stays on the bludgeoning side of things. So I think it fits.
Right. Now, just so we're clear as far as the language on it goes, the only time it's usable is as one of the flurry of blows?
Oh no, you
attack?
can use a regular attack with it.
Oh, okay. That first line made me. I wasn't sure if that it was saying
Sure.
that's the only time. Okay.
No, it's a normal hammer, but when you use flurry of blows, you can. Normally, flurry of blows is only fists.
Right. I see. And only melee, which this introduces the possibility of a.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Cool.
How do you feel about receiving a divine message? Timothy.
Divine what? I don't understand what you're talking about. Sounded like Willem to me.
Mm-hmm.
Willem.
This is going to be a matter of an enormous amount of debate.
Willem ain't no god.
Who is echoing?
It's Vosner or Gert.
Vosner.
It's either Gert or maybe Tim, but I'm pretty sure it's Gert.
Gotta wear your headphones, Gert.
My headphones are on.
Well, maybe it is
Is
Tim
it
then.
echoing now?
Headphones and
Yeah,
computer.
it might have been Tim then,
Just be safe.
because I was just talking and yeah. All right, I think it might be Tim.
Could be. I've got it on push to talk. I might have just had my finger down on it.
But you don't have the
While we're
audio
all,
from us talking in
prepping
your
to-
ears.
Gotcha.
While we're all prepping to like go in here and everybody's doing their thing, I'll just do another protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay.
And I don't know if we're all gonna charge in there, but Vosner wants to give us a little bit more backup. And since I haven't cast it successfully, I want
The
to cast
hour-long
it.
cast?
The what?
The hour-long cast?
No, it only takes. Oh, it does take an hour.
Yeah, that's why
thought
it
it was a
hasn't been
minute.
successful yet. It's sort of a defensive spell, I think.
Gotcha. So, like, is it? How long does it stay?
But why conjure elementals when you can just become one?
Oh. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Who knows?
Alright. I respect the ambiguity of your answer. Okay, I hope we're all back. So, who's casting what? We've got Fire Shield going up on Vosner. We've got Light being cast on Terran. So, let me make Terran glow. Okay, Terran is glowing. Oh, I made it 60-30. It should be 20-20.
I also activated my sword if that's going to matter for light purposes.
Yeah. Can you remind me what the range is on that?
Yeah, give me 1 second. It is. I feel like it's 40-40,
I think I have.
but that always seems so overpowered to me.
Okay, so I made it 40 dim and 20 bright,
Okay, yeah.
which
it
is the same
it
as
does
the
say-
light spell.
Yeah, it says these flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet.
Oh wow.
But like, if that's really overpowered, we can do 20-40 and have it be the same as light.
Let's
I'm
just
fine
do
with that.
20-40 and see how it works, and if it seems underpowered, then we'll tweak it. But yeah,
that's
it
fine.
is. It does seem a little bit weird that just like the the fact that it happens to be a fiery sword would light up more than the light spell, which is like
Yeah, I
the
agree.
intent of it is to make shit
Well,
glow.
I mean, it is a cantrip though. Like,
Well, but the sword is for free light up.
yeah.
Yeah, it's only a bonus action even, I think, to light it in combat. So
Yeah. If I were a crueler god, I might make it like consume a spell slot or something to light, which would be kind of cool, but that would be too much.
yeah,
There's already a
we can-
magic
we can
item.
Think about that.
No. There's already a magic item that has the exact abilities that has, minus being a spell focus, so it's not like there's a precedent for it to be as good as it is. Okay, so I believe everybody's back. DeMarcus is casting Good and Evil Protection. Let me know how that comes into effect. There's something about undead. So if something undead tries to attack you, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll make sure.
Yeah, okay. It's just disadvantage on attack rolls against me, basically.
So, Porter, Luthar, and Kirath start walking forward. And as they do, you enter into a smaller chamber. To your left and right, you see the sort of trampled and discarded bones of a number of undead that look familiar to you in that they have the same sort of armor and structure of those skeletons you fought in the ruins of Elusk earlier this week. And including the large captain-looking figure who you encountered at one point in the lair of the Lich. And to the left, you see a crack in the wall where, and like with it sort of opening up, you see that down that hallway, you see a winding sort of dark tunnel. And Luthar sort of walks over to it and sort of touches it with his hand and turns back to you and says, well, I imagine this leads back to the ruins of Elusk.
I would assume so. These are figures that resemble ones that we have fought before.
Well, then I fear the worst. Whatever you fought down there has made his way into here, and he points towards the door, which is busted open sort of in front of you, and says, and he's already made it to the end. And you see him cast mage armor on himself, and Kirath does the same, and Porter sort of grabs his shield off his back and starts sort of doing some calisthenics, a little bit of stretching.
We should hurry then. If the ones in the front room awaken every 4 hours, we don't have very long.
And Porter looks at you and says, yeah, I share that sentiment. And he turns to Johoff and says, you ready to punch more than statues?
It depends on whether or not you've got some drinks for me at the end.
He laughs and says, well, you've run me dry here, but I'll buy you a couple when we get back to the tavern.
Then I'm in. Let's do it.
And the voices in the other room begin to amplify, and you can tell that some sort of ritual is coming to a climactic end. And Porter sort of looks at you with urgency and starts running up the stairs.
I will run after him.
And as you step up into this room, a Is everybody up? Oh, Missile's not up here yet.
Sorry, I'm straggling. Yeah, for real.
Missile sort of lagging behind, and as you step up into the room, Porter comes to a halt, and then sort of stands, kind of almost disarmed. In the center of the room, a bright light, like the light you've seen before, Izzy, when casting Resurrection, the light that comes from diamonds materializing into magic and being used as the energy for a very powerful spell, seem to be colliding with one another as intense magic is at work on the sarcophagus in the middle of the room. Beyond the sarcophagus...
Can I try to counterspell it?
There is no target to counterspell. It is a magical effect in the center of the room.
Alright, it's not like the ritual itself.
Correct. And beyond the sarcophagus, a dark figure stands looming and tall, one that you've seen before. This time he is not laughing. He looks dark and angry. And in front of him stand, in nice formation, a legion of his undead warriors. Flanked on either side of him stand these massive, giantoid-looking figures, undead, clad in armor. And he sort of looks to you menacingly and says, "Flee." And roll for initiative.
Oh boy. I think the first thing that Izzy would say is that we have to interrupt that ritual.
Here come the initiative rolls.
Jesus.
Of course, I rolled a 2.
I'll get comfortable.
Yeah, there's some proper bad rolls on my end.
What? Missile got a 16? That's pretty good.
He's eager, man. He's ready. Fleeing is always an option, but we don't have to, start by fleeing, you know?
Sure. And as soon as he says that, he points to you and says that, a volley of arrows begins flying from the back of the room towards Porter. And let me play some fucking music.
Oof.
And an arrow flies, and Porter, sort of finding his resolve, sort of laughs and just picks up his shield, anticipating the arrow, and just sort of knocks it out of the sky to the ground, sort of taunting the archer. And another one shoots at him as well. This one sticking into his arm after he sort of taunts the guy, and he sort of grunts as it pierces his armor. And Johoff, it is your turn.
Right. So, Izzy, you said that we need to stop the thing, right?
Yep.
Let's fucking do this. Alright. Johoff is going to run his 50 feet of movement forward. And then he is going to, not really knowing what to do, chuck his hammer at this dude. It should be, yep.
and he ducks out of the way as you throw the hammer past him.
Okay. Is it like laying next to him? Where did it go?
It flew past him into the room and sort of clanged in the background.
All right. Oops. Me just clicking wrong buttons. So Joe Hoff just feels like super pissed that he misses, and feels an incredible urge that he wishes he had the hammer, and all of a sudden his like using his key to reach out to it. Is it within 60 feet of me?
It's not within 60 feet of you, but you can recall it back at any point.
I more meant for the other thing I could do to it.
Oh,
Because it's 40 to the dude.
Oh, yeah, I'll say it is.
Okay. So I'm going to use a key point to teleport there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my second action to, I guess, throw it again.
Yep.
Just feeling my way through this, see how it goes. Oh, God. And then Joe Hop is going to go back down the hallway and put the hammer back into
Yeah.
the sarcophagus.
You've got the movement to make it all the way there.
I'll recall it to my hand, but I think I'm done then. I have
Yeah.
to hit. So, that's it for me. So it was a great first turn. It was nice having this character play with everybody.
Yep.
I'm going to work on my new character.
Porter draws some shots. Miss Taryn, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna open with a bonus action Hex
Okay.
on that captain.
Yep.
The captain on the left.
Got it.
And it's being weird about my spell slots. Give me a second.
I'm just gonna put
Alright.
cursed on him.
And then I'm gonna follow it up with a Ray of Frost. And it should also do 1d6 necrotic, so.
Okay.
He also takes 3 necrotic.
Yeah. So you curse him and hit him with a Ray of Frost.
And then I will step back a little bit.
For the record, there's like a line of sight issue with being down the stairs, so...
Yeah, everything vanished, but Terran wouldn't want to be grouped really tightly with everybody, so he'd take a couple steps back.
Fair enough. Speaking of, I guess one thing I was talking to another GM about was whether or not you guys wanted to make it so that everybody could see everybody else's vision. I mean, you would still have to roleplay it like you don't see what's going on, but it might actually be more fun as players to be able to see shit, because I know there are times, like when Missile was walking slowly through another room, that, like, you know, for an hour or something, you can't see anything that's happening, and I hadn't realized how boring that might be from your perspective. So, thoughts on that?
I kind of like the mystery, to be honest.
Okay.
But that's just me. Don't let me speak for
No,
everyone.
if
Yeah.
that's sort of what I was thinking, but then, like, because I remember people saying that, like, it's intense to not know what's going on in the other room, and it helps with the RP. At the same time, you know, it is a game you guys want to be able to see what's going on, and I could see it either way. So we'll just leave it as is for now, but I'm open to renegotiating that.
I mean, we can take it on a case-by-case basis, too.
Right.
Sure.
And have the option but not use it.
The only reason that it's a problem is that I have to configure it. Like I'd have to give everybody access to the observation of your character. But anyways, yeah. So that is Terran's turn. Archer number a billion D shoots his bow at Porter's getting lit up. All these arrows are flying in, and Porter's trying to deflect them individually, but not getting all of them. And it is Damon's turn.
Yeah, Damon is going to step forward just a little bit here. And then right there he'll pause and hurl a firebolt at this fucking guy here.
Nice.
Oh, my spell slots didn't come back.
I
haven't
noticed
used-
that too. Like, I've had to manually reload my spell slots every time.
Okay, I was just like, maybe I don't have any spell slots.
Yeah. No, reload them. Sorry, I noticed that too. I don't know exactly what happened.
Okay. So hopefully
We didn't do anything before this, so everyone should have everything
Yeah.
except for Izzy, who used her sending.
That sounds right. Oh, you're doing fireball, not firebolt.
Yeah, I'll see if I can maybe get some of these guys in there too.
Yeah.
Couple sixes in there. Damn.
You hurl a fireball into the group, and it sort of explodes, but the protective sort of light barrier around the sarcophagus continues undisturbed.
Okay, and then I will use my last 10 movement to just step up a little closer to the stairs. Oops. And that is my turn.
Very well. This warrior is going to run down here and then down these stairs and come around this way to here. This warrior will run down here, and this archer will fire at Porter. Missing. Kirath will step forward and cast Fireball. At this group of people. And he will, yeah, I guess that's where he ends his turn. Missile, you're up.
Okay. Roughly how tall is the room?
Oh, really tall. Like, 60 feet, maybe?
Excellent. And then these large circles that kind of mark each quadrant, are those pillars? Do they run all the way to the ceiling?
That's a good question. I guess in all actuality, they look like pillars on the map, but I didn't code them as that, like with line of sight, so I'm just gonna say no. They're just like pedestals.
Okay. That's still okay. So I'm gonna put Morty on my back, like a backpack. And then on myself, wow, I just lost sight of missiles. Sorry, let me do this again. Bam, go there. You go here. Okay. On myself, I cast Fly. So that we can actually move around.
Whoa.
Morty on my back with my flaming backpack. Let's say I fly 20 feet into the air as part of that movement, and then I go another 40 feet here. Bring Morty with. It's supposed to be both of us. Well, I'll move Morty later. Thanks, sir. Oh. And I guess that's gonna be it. Actually,
How
yeah,
far
no,
up are you right now?
Let's say 20 feet. And I'll probably hover around at 20 feet.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. It is this warrior's turn, who is going to run down the steps and swing at Damon. Do you shield it?
Yeah, I will. The game just froze up on me a little bit.
No worries. I'll just add the health back.
I will actually, instead of using shield, I will use my Oh no, I have to shield for that to not hit. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll use shield.
And then he's gonna swing a second attack at you, which will also miss because of shield. Okay. Sweet. Thank you. And then it is the archer's turn, who's going to shoot at Kirath. And miss terribly. Finally, it is the big guy's turn. And he is going to... He is going to cast, I guess, Fireball at the group. Well, I guess I don't have to tell you, but...
Can I counter? Oh no, I can't. I already used my reaction.
He hurls a fireball into your group, which explodes for a lot of damage. And you see Porter and Luthar both activate an ability on their person, and they both fade out of existence for a blink of a second as the explosion happens, and they completely dodge the effect of the fireball. And but it hits the rest of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I only took 8 damage from that.
Because you had half of it, and then you halved it, then you resist fire.
Oh, resist fire. Got
And then you have temporary HP.
Cool.
But yeah, so strong. Let's get rid of these templates. This warrior's turn. He is going to move and rush down to Porter, but can't attack. And this captain is going to move slowly towards your group and get up into your grill, but cannot attack either. And you can see the light getting more and more intense in the center of the room, as though the spell is near finishing. Is what you would deduce. I guess I would say Isolde would be the one to notice that the spell is nearing completion, given her knowledge of divine spellcasting. And Porter, seeing this large captain approach, would do some shit. So let me make sure I do this right. So he uses his channel. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he can't do that right now. But he's going to target this captain, and he is going to smash at him. swinging wildly and missing, and then he's going to swing a second time, missing, and then... Fuck me, does he have a third attack? It's gonna be a no. He's going to use... not that. That. Action surge. And he is going to attack a third and fourth time. There we go. And you see his mace sort of light up as it just like has insane speed, and he just starts like hitting this giant like metal golem like he's a giant piece of tinfoil. He's just shredding through the metal on this captain, and he sort of like lights up, kind of laughing, still deflecting arrows with his shield. And that is his turn. Luthar sort of looks to the group, seeing this captain, and uses where is that spell? Misty Step to get all the way over to here, and then he uses his action to cast Firebolt at this warrior, hitting him for 4. Awesome. And that is his turn. Warrior's turn. Archer turn. And then the other archer will go, and then the third. And then it is the cursed captain's turn. He is going to leap off this pillar or this platform and focus a downward strike on Kirath.
It probably doesn't matter right now, but he has disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay, yeah, he didn't do a strength check, but that's a good point. And he brings this axe down, slamming into this poor wizard who utilizes... Oh, does shield get him there? No, he does not use shield. And then the second attack comes in, hitting him again. And he sort of falls back slightly as this bombardment of axe attacks comes in from this captain. And it is Vosner's turn.
Nice. So, first what I'm going to do is cast Plant Growth. Where are you? 3rd level, right? I do have it prepared. Good. Okay. I'm gonna cast it as far as... Oops. Come on. Darn it. Gonna cast it as far as I can. As far as I could see. I could see those archers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a clear line of sight to all of them.
Yeah. So he's gonna put it all the way as far as he can over here.
Wow. It's a big ass spell.
It is. Just to make sure we don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Because Buster doesn't know exactly how this all works.
So, All plants within a 100-foot radius centered on a point become thick and overgrown. The creature moving through this area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. You can exclude 1 or more areas of any size. Yeah, I'm gonna say... Yeah, okay, keep going.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I guess would I be able to? Well, I would see where Johoff went, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just behind the guy.
Oh yeah.
On the main
Does it work in a
platform.
place where there's no plants?
I don't know. I would say I would beckon the powers of Earth to send up really grumpy crabgrass.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's a ruling saying you can't do it, I'll just allow it because I don't want to like hinder all of your abilities.
Well,
Does
it's your call.
say
You can.
into the plants of a
So.
specific area. Let's just let's see what the internet says.
If not, I'll just. I think I would just do as much as I could see, because Vosner would assume, because he saw Johoff, or sees the platform, but no longer could see him. It's a platform, and like at least the back half of it, or just beyond our main target over there.
Yeah, I'll say that there's you make roots grow out of the floor and sort of disrupt the area, and I'll allow it. That's fine.
Okay.
And then what else did you say? Sorry.
So that's that. But as a bonus action, I'm going to spend 2 wild shapes
Ooh.
and become this big old buddy right here.
Yeah. So, describe what you look like in Earth elemental form.
The ground beneath me begins to kind of swirl, and there's like a little sandy tornado, and it just kind of grows and like dissipates, and it's just sort of like a large hulking set of boulders, and that just are like loosely together, and it just turns and it looks at the captain and sort of like gives out this loud growl of that just sounds like an earthquake almost.
Sweet. Okay. I think that's your turn. The warrior is going to move very slowly. The archer is going to shoot at... This one's going to shoot a missile.
Oh, one thing, John, could you mount Vosner on top of my wild shape form so we don't have to do like any weird vision things?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have that mod anymore. I got rid of it.
Oh, alright. Never mind. I'll just make sure he is out of the way then.
Yeah, I'll throw him in the back of the room and
Just put him in the corner where he belongs.
Can you still see the room?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, perfect. Into the corner, Vosner. So you don't get hit by AoEs. Okay, the archer shot at missile. Did I do that?
Yep, it went into my temp HP.
Ooh. Does it break your concentration of flying?
Does it? I sure hope not.
Gotta roll a constitution saving throw, my friendo.
No. Alright, hang on. I have advantage on some saving throw. Let me confirm.
I think it's only against magic.
Yeah. Womp. Alright, whatever. Let's just do it. Bam. I'm a flash of genius, that boy. Just to be sure.
Yeah,
Unless
for the
they're already
record, it would already break it. It's either it's a minimum of 10 or half of the damage, whatever's higher. So you were aiming for a 10.
Okay, so I can stay afloat?
Correct.
Alright, then we will continue to do that.
All right. This warrior will run all of his movements, and that is his turn. Oh,
Wait,
he was in the.
yeah, he was in the thing.
He would be a little slower than out here because he dashed. This guy will dash and get 20 feet or 15 feet. This warrior also gets 15 feet. DeMarcus, you're up. Look at that.
Can
one.
you kind
Sorry.
so when Vosner casted the sort of the plant growth spell, like, what did that look like for DeMarcus? Because it would kind of affect,
I think you saw him like summon strong like roots out of the floor that broke through the tiles and began like tripping up the warriors as they were running across the field.
Okay. Can I still see the Luch up there? Or did stuff
yeah.
like just completely?
No. You can still see through it.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm gonna. Would you say that DeMarcus himself has kind of been able to discern, like in all the chaos, that the spell is nearing completion?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay. All right. In that case, I think he will. Let me pull this up. He's gonna cast haste on himself first. Okay. So that gives me 60 feet of movement, correct?
Yep. For your
Okay.
normal movement.
Right. If I dash, does it become 90 or 120?
120.
Okay.
But remember, this terrain that Vosner put down is like a quarter movement speed. So
Okay.
you could move 30 feet around through it with haste on if you were dashing.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about think about it too. We'll have to agree on this. So, want to try to get to the guy. Don't know. Let's see. Okay. So, let's see, that'll be 30. 30. I think the way I'm going to do this is the following. I would run up 30, which is here. I would Misty Step. What's this ledge like? Is it like a giant, like is it 10 feet or is it a couple feet or what?
Yeah, I'd say like 10 feet.
Okay. And I Misty Step kind of like 30 feet up onto that platform up above me, kind of to the left a little bit. I'm trying to avoid
Yeah.
growth thing.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that, and then let's see. All right, my measure tool is not working, and I don't want to crash my computer. It's been weird. Let's see. So it'll be. Is that about 30 in your?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sorry. Okay. And then, so I've used 30 feet of my movement. I've Misty Stepped 30. And let's see. What's your number say there? Sorry, it's kind of obscured by the magic.
Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Oh, sorry, it must have been somebody else.
Oh, yeah. That's 30 feet to get to him.
So, 30 feet to him, okay. But I'm slowed up by a quarter? Is that what the plant growth is?
Yeah.
Okay. So technically, without dashing, I would have 60 feet of movement, which still wouldn't be enough to get me there. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see.
Basically, the way that extra action you get from the haste works is that you can use it to dash, which gets you 30 feet through, right? 60 times 2. Yeah, you could get 30 more feet. So you could dash to get up to him.
Okay, yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to attack this round.
Right, yeah.
But you're sort
Trying
of
to think if
already
there's
out.
any- Yeah. I'm just gonna run up to him then. I'm gonna use my dash to run up, and I don't think I can really put an attack on him to try to break his concentration anyway, so maybe this will keep him busy for his
Yep.
turn while he doesn't destroy the world or something.
Got it.
Alright.
Isolde.
Okay. I am going to. Is there room to. I'm gonna run up next to Damon. And then let's see how far I am from this guy. 60 feet or so. I am going to call upon divine intervention. So she runs up next to Damon and grabs hold of her holy symbol and calls out to Ilmater to stop the ritual. And we'll see if it works.
Whoa. Getting a 10th level, you can call your deity to intervene.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
So that was my action. And then my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon right up next to the spook there.
Got it. Oh man, Johoff with the slam. Woof.
And I'm going to cast it at 4th level. So let me do that so that it comes out of my spell book. Oh, I have to target a token.
Oh, when you are you 60 feet away from him? Oh no, yep, exactly 60. He's gonna counterspell your thinger
Spiritual
dinger.
weapon.
Yep.
It's at 4th level.
He will cast it at 4th level.
Boom. Okay. Can you delete that token?
Yep. And
Okay, and I'll take that slot out.
you hear him. He turns to you and disrupts your spell and says, "Your god's not here." And that is your turn.
Sounds good.
Cool. So this warrior guy is going to try to dash. I guess he can get into there, and then we'll say he can get dash, but can't do anything to get on top of near DeMarcus. And this guy is going to lumber on over. He sort of like walks through this area and sort of just steps over top of the small skeleton warrior below him, but he kind of uses all of his movement to get within range, and he is at eye level with Missile right now.
That terrifies Missile.
This guy, does the plant growth say anything about creatures of larger size being not slowed, or no?
I don't think so, but again, that's your call.
Yeah. Mm,
I think that's why I picked it.
yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, no, he's just gonna lumber. I'm gonna say like he trips, and so he has to stand back up, and so that's why he's able to move 15 feet on a dash towards the group. And back to the top of the round. The archers are going to fire more shots at Porter. Critting him. Damn. The second archer is going to shoot at Johoff, who has now appeared behind their leader. And the guy's gonna miss. Are you doing any catchy stuff with that?
I think I only catch it if it actually hits.
Okay, I can never remember how that works. Johoff, you are up.
All right. Joe-Off is gonna look down at his hammer and kind of mutter like, "Fucking come on, Doe," and is going to run up to the guy. Out of curiosity, as he's running up, can you sort of re-describe to me the actual glowing sarcophagus? Like, what is looking like happening there? Would it be something that Joe-Off would be able to make heads or tails of?
I would say, given Johoff's knowledge and what you've seen, it reminds you of the time when Isolde brought Missile back to life last week, but it seems like on another level. Whatever is happening in that sarcophagus, it almost seems like he's bringing something back to life, but you cannot discern how it would be stopped or what, how it works.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to, try throwing my hammer at it, but I don't even know what I would aim for with that. It's just
yeah,
or a stem sarcophagus. All right, well, I'll just attack this guy then.
Sure. Oh, well, that's fine. I was gonna make it so you could only exchange one of the attacks, so it'd be like punching and hammering, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't even thinking as I was just clicking through. So, flurry of blows, I can only do one of the two. Okay.
Yeah,
Noted.
and I'm not sure as a monk if you actually can make 2 attacks, or if when you make an attack with your normal weapon, you can punch as like an extra thing. So I'm wondering if you're
let me look into it.
Yeah, hammer punch.
Yeah, let me look into it.
Yeah, no big deal. And
Do you want me to redo any of those rolls, or?
No, all the rolls should be the same. He would get 2 extra points back because there's the only difference is the +1 to damage.
Yeah, I'm not up on how to.
Yep, no big deal. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
So.
So as you're swinging this hammer, like you feel it hitting and being very effective and being like channeling your key energy. Like it feels like it's just channeling your energy out of you and smashing into him for extra damage. But you also feel like that feeling when you're sort of like lighting a match and it hasn't popped yet. You have that feeling with the hammer as well, though it never sort of lights. And it is the archer's turn. Who's going to shoot an arrow at you and miss. Taryn, it's your turn.
I will walk up here, realize everything has changed, and immediately abandon anything I was planning because everything is different.
Yeah.
So I can move 15. And use that, so I'll move there. That guy. All right. I will drop a vitrolic sphere. Right in this top corner and see if I can get rid of any archers.
You got rid of, I'm going to say all of them, because I imagine you wanted to hit that last one, unless it was out of your range.
No, I had 20 more feet, so.
Yep. So, yeah, you hurl that, what's it look like?
Just like a tiny little like marble flies out from my wand until it's like 20 feet above the group, and then just explodes in a like cloud of acid raining down on all of them.
And all of their bones like disintegrate under the weight of the acid, and they just like hit the ground.
I will finish my turn by making eye contact with the Lich and just kind of like staring him down.
He sort of stares back at you and laughs, as though he doesn't give a shit about his skeleton archers. And that's your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright. This archer gonna shoot at Johoff. And he hits. Unless... Or are you just gonna let it hit? Going
Sorry,
once.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna do some cool shit.
Okay.
So that reduces it to 0. Am I correct?
That sounds right.
And then that allows me to throw it. So I'm gonna throw it at the dude, the floaty big guy.
Yeah. And so... Oh, nice. Sweet. So how's that look when you do it?
So Joe Hoff, after sort of backing off from the last one, hears the twang of a bowstring, and just almost without thinking, snatches the arrow out of the air, and then just with a flick of the wrist, sends it heading towards the big guy. Just sticks into him. It's not like super deep because it's just thrown with the hand, but I like to think he noticed and was impressed.
Yeah, I mean, you would like to think that. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. Damon, it is your turn.
Alright, so Damon, seeing that Johoff and Demarcus have sort of made their way to this big bad, and seeing that everyone is now all swarming the rest of the group, is going to change what he had planned, and is going to cast haste on himself, and try and just help hold the line back here. And then I will just swing at this guy on the stairs with my extra action now.
You swing and your sword hits into his plate armor and it doesn't destroy him.
And I will adjust my stance and get ready to go back in as I square up. And that's my turn.
Okay. This warrior gets to Porter. Oh wait, where was he? He was here. He get here, and then he has his dash to get here. this warrior is going to run up to Kirath and attack. And Kirath is going to use shield. To deflect that damage. And it is Kirath's turn. And he is going to cast Misty Step to move back to here, and then he is going to hit this captain here with Firebolt for 7. Missile, you're up.
All right. So I misdescribed how Morty and Missile are hanging out. So Morty's not on his back, but Missile is riding the cannon itself, almost like a broomstick,
Okay.
with the muzzle pointed behind him for propulsion while the feet spin below. Just so we're clear in our heads what's going on.
Oh yeah, no, that's important.
Like a mechanical bull. So if I wanted to fly away from this Annihilator, would I have to use Disengage to avoid an attack of opportunity?
Correct.
Okay. And were I to fly over the captain and the warrior to the northeast there, would they get attacks?
No, if you disengage, you don't get attacked by anybody.
Alright, so let's do that. Let's go to about...
What's
So
your
I'll
move
take the
speed
disengage.
with
Beg your
fly?
pardon?
What's your move speed with fly?
60.
Okay.
Let me confirm, but I'm pretty sure it's 60.
No, I trust you. It's fine.
Whoops. I think I clicked. Got it. Okay, so yeah, let's take just that little bit to go there.
Okay.
Morty, you bastard, you're supposed to come along.
It's fine. I'll move him.
Thanks, sir. And then for a bonus action, we're going to use Flamethrower out of the nozzle on those two little MFers behind me.
Okay, like you're doing a drive-by.
Yeah, buddy.
Like it.
If I'm being excessive with my exploitation of having a little dude there, let me...
No, it makes sense. I think it works. The flavor makes sense. That you're shooting it behind you sort of limits your abilities here, so.
Yeah, let me see if I can hit... I don't want to hit Damon as well, but I think he might be able to take it.
I mean, you did.
Yeah.
We know how Missile feels about constructs, so.
Oh, I love constructs, yeah. I admire you and adore you. Let me just send it all to the captain.
Alright. Yeah, you hit the captain with explosion of fire as you fly over its head, and he sort of swings at you wildly, missing.
I chuckle. Adorable yet disposable.
Yeah.
Am I disposable?
You fly past the Annihilator, and he like tries to grab at you with his hand, and you zoom through, and then you fly over the captain and light him on fire with your exhaust.
Yeah, buddy.
Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is this warrior's turn, who is going to attack a Damon. And miss both of them. And it is now the Lich's turn, who is going to cast or use Paralyzing Touch on DeMarcus, which hits. DeMarcus fails with a...
Was that an attack roll?
Yes.
It has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Unless what? It makes a wisdom save or something?
No, I think it's just straight up. This is from protection from evil and good. Undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. I'll double check.
I'm just casting it for you. I didn't consume a spell slot.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature, blah blah blah. Protection is the creature's type against blah blah. Disadvantage. Sure. So I'll roll another d20 and see if he hits you. That's a
My
4.
AC is +2 right now.
Yeah, plus 4 plus 9. He does not hit you. So, your spell is highly effective. And then he is going to, oh, is Dimension Door a bonus action?
No.
Dang. He's
You could
going
Misty Step.
Yeah. He's going to Misty Step, but I don't have it in his spell thing because all of those spells got deleted. Yeah, he's going to, let's say, Misty Step 30 feet that way, and use his movement to, like, kind of claw through this. Oh wait, no, he couldn't move that far. He could only move 10 max. So yeah, he sort of moves behind his minion here. And it is this warrior's turn, who's going to attack Porter. And miss once and hit once. Miss twice.
I have a question. Could I sentinel that since I have a reach of 10 feet now?
I think it's kind of a stretch because I think it's targets within 5 feet of you getting hit.
Okay.
It would be a, like, if he was right next, if he was like here and the fighter was, or like the warrior was here, I'd allow it because I think like that's easily 10 feet, but this is kind of a weird. So yeah, and then is this captain who is going to, now seeing this giant earth elemental rise up, he's going to try to focus hit you with his axe and miss, and then he's going to do a second attack. And hit.
Just a heads up, John, I'm gonna put my HP back up to where it was.
How dare you?
I took damage from that first attack, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You didn't act. Oh yeah. Fix what you gotta fix. You guys notice that the sarcophagus is, like, all the light is starting to fade, and it's starting to, the spell is starting to finish. Porter is up. He's going to attack this captain. Missing. He's gonna do it again. And he's going to hit it hard, slashing at its legs. And that, I think he can do one more thing. He's going to use a bonus action to second wind himself. 1d10 plus 6. I don't know, it's not working. He heals himself for 14. And that is his turn. Luthar is not in a good spot. He's going to cast Cone of Cold. And I'm gonna put it here. Did it not make the animator roll? Oh no, he's saved. So he should take what, half damage?
Yeah.
And he didn't. That's weird. Oh, as he, like, pumps a shit ton of cold energy in past this giant creature, it doesn't slow the giant guy down at all. He seems completely unaffected, and you see a moment of panic sort of overcome Luther's face. And it is this warrior's turn, who is going to step forward and a swing. Luthar is going to use his reaction to shield. damage. And the guy is going to attack again. And miss. And it is Archer turn. Attacks at Marcus. And crits.
If it's undead, disadvantage.
Oh, yeah. I will do another attack and see if it hits.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Alright. I will.
Crit again? I'm not watching. I turned anything off.
Yeah, it crit again.
Alright.
Make a Constitution saving throw to see if you lose concentration.
Alright. Can you do it? I'm not logged in right now. It's been crashing, so I only log in when it's my turn. It's getting worse. I gotta sort it out. I don't know what's going on here.
You failed your Constitution. Oh, I made it an ability check. It should be a save. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm plus 3. I'm
plus 6. So, yeah, I'll say, given your first roll, but the plus 6, I'm still gonna say it fails.
Yeah.
And then it is. Matt, if you want to just watch the Twitch stream and see like what's going on, you just mute it. That might be easier.
Okay.
And then you can just tell me what your character does, and I can do it for you. Plus, you get to see all the shit happening, big picture. Okay, this archer will attack at Johoff. And you've already used your reaction, or have you gone since? What's the turn order here?
Yeah, you know what? It's been so long, I've kind of lost track. I'm not 100% sure.
I think that you were hit by another archer, because there's only 2 other archers before you, so I would guess that you've already used your reaction. Yeah.
Okay, well, real quick though, it doesn't look like last time it removed any of the damage.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you. In fact, did you just do damage to yourself?
It looks like it did. So I should only have 8 gone from my total.
Yeah. Let me let me go back
It appears
and.
that when I roll the deflect missiles, it does that damage to me also.
Yep. Yes. Yeah. Last time you targeted the boss guy when you did it. Oh, you did that for throw. Oh, yeah. No, you did do 23 damage to yourself. Okay. So.
Should just be -8 from the one that just hit me.
Yeah, and that was.
I'm trying to figure out how it got down so far, and that makes.
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, you were hurting there for sure. Okay, I think it's fixed. You're back up to full health plus 1 temp HP.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Good eye. All right, Captain is going to step forward and swing at Damon. Hitting for 18. Can you shield it? It's a 29.
I can't shield, but I will use one of my psionic die to reduce the damage.
Okay.
By 1d6 plus 4.
Is that a reaction or is that just a thing?
I'm pretty sure that is a reaction.
And do you have your reaction still or no? I think you
Yeah,
might.
I do.
Okay. So reduce.
So I reduce it, so I get 8 back.
Okay.
And then I'll roll my saving throw.
Yeah, it should be DC 10. And you make it. And that's his first attack and his second attack now. Critical fail. Them rolls. Fosner, you're up.
Awesome. I can't really do anything. So
You can punch.
It's gonna punch this guy in the face.
Yeah, dude, Earth Elemental hits hard.
Gonna punch him real hard.
Oh, not when you roll a 1.
Really? God. I guess it's a multi-attack, so I can attack him again.
There it is. Boom. Yeah, and you bring your hands down and crush the captain, who is now, dead.
Dead. Alright, and then I'll move. How far can I move? 30 feet? I can move 30 feet. Guess I'll move there. Okay. And just back up Porter.
Sweet. Okay. It is this warrior's turn, and he is going to sort of move protectively in front of his master, holding his attack. This warrior is going to I don't know, there was like a cat doing something, but I think it was solved. Is going to step out of this and walk this way and down here. I'm gonna say that's his turn. This warrior is going to also stand next to his master, awaiting to attack whoever comes near. This warrior will hold his attack as well. DeMarcus, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use a Misty Step.
Wait,
Did you
did you?
can still Misty Step, I think, if you lost haste, because you can still use your bonus.
Yeah, I can still Misty Step having lost it. Yeah.
Wait, is Shield of Faith concentration?
I don't have Shield of Faith.
Or wait, protection from good and evil?
Plus from,
Protection from good, evil and good wouldn't have been in effect if you had cast haste on yourself.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, that is a concentration. Sorry, I never think about that as concentration. Okay.
Okay,
So a
so
little earlier too.
back it up.
Yeah, you can rework it how you want for the paralyzing touch. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry, John.
no,
That
it's fine,
totally
dude.
screws up
It's super complex shit going on. It's not a big deal. Let's see if I can find it though.
So I'll just pretend, guys. Let's just have some fun.
I know. I was telling Nat, I was like, I can't focus on dissertation stuff right now. I just need to beat up my friends' imaginary selves with monsters. Like that's what I need right now. Yeah, I cannot find this shit. There needs to be like a search function
Rules
in the
are
combat.
fun, Garrett.
Divine intervention, the key hammer being thrown across the room. A lot of good stuff in here. Paralyzing touch. So it did hit you for 12. And then it paralyzes you for a minute, and you can complete the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So you can make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. Are you logged in, or should I do it?
Nope, I just crashed, so by all means, please.
Constitution saving throw coming up. And you critically
Pretty bad.
succeed. So at the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed. But that is your turn. Isolde.
Okay. I am going to back up. And I know that that means I'll probably get an attack from that warrior guy.
The captain?
No, I was standing next to Damon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna hit you with his long sword. Ha-cha-cha! It's gonna be a miss from him. Damn, what's your AC? You crazy.
Like 21, I think.
Whatever, nerd.
And I am going to summon a blood blizzard.
Oh, shit.
And it's gonna go here.
Okay. So, yeah. Wish I could hide that, but I can't. It's fine. Blah, 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 blah. She doesn't fail. Okay. So, what happens? He succeeds and takes half damage. The rest of the warriors get hit hard. And, yeah. I think that all looks right. Okay, yeah, so how does that look to you?
So it's again this sort of like summoning a wave of blood up from the ground, and it hardens into shards and they begin spiraling through the air.
Yeah, and it is gruesome.
Cutting through corpses.
And as you're sort of doing that, you see amidst the blizzard that this light finally fades, and out of the sarcophagus steps a woman in a black veil holding a black staff, and she screams like a banshee wail. And that is the end of your turn. I'm going to say yes. This warrior is going to attack at DeMarcus with a longsword. She might be Johoff. It's yet to be determined. You guys should really RP this out. And this Annihilator is going to turn to Luthar, who is shielded, but I'm going to guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. Hits Luthar real hard, and then he's going to swing a second time. Hitting again real hard. And Luthar sort of takes these two blows and like spits up blood all over the floor, and sort of stares over to your group in desperation and shock. As this other Annihilator comes stepping up, sort of standing around his master in a protective formation. And that is his turn. Back to the top of the round. Archer is going to shoot at Jahath. And miss. Johoff, you're up.
Yeah, Johoff might have considered going after the other guy, but once he heard that lady scream, yeah, he's gonna have to attack that. It's like something out of a nightmare. What is the template that's there? Is that something that I need to be concerned about?
You just don't want to end your turn within it.
Right.
Also keep in mind that your movement is like quartered because of the plant growth. Unless you ignore difficult terrain, I don't know.
I don't. Not yet. At least I don't think so. Okay, then I'm gonna step up here and throw a hammer at her. as a sort of like a way of saying, "Hey, welcome."
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, you hit her. And she screams.
Okay. Then I'm going to use a key point to transport to my hammer.
Okay.
Whoops. No, I just targeted myself. So I looked it up. There, as far as getting my 2 attacks per turn, there is no
Okay.
thing. The only thing is that if I want to just use a basic attack for my bonus action rather than flurry of blows, it has to be unarmed.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I transport to my hammer, and I'm gonna hit her again.
Damn.
Then I'm going to flurry of blows. Hit her with my punching arm. Then hit her with my hammer. And then I'm going to use the few extra feet that I get to basically take a step back.
Got it.
And that's it for me.
Dang, son. You fierce.
Well done.
Yeah.
Sure hope she's not a good guy.
Woof. If she was, she's not on your side anymore. Okay. The archer shoots at Johaf and misses. Taryn, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm going to cast Cloud Kill. But I'm going to burn a sorcery point and change it to force damage.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you now that the lady in the center of the room is going to cast Counterspell.
I'm more than 60 feet away, so...
Oh! You're 60 feet away exactly.
Oh, from her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that, so I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah. And she's going to cast it. Oop.
That shouldn't happen yet anyways. I'm just putting it in the effect should happen at the beginning of their turn.
Okay. And then she's going to Counterspell.
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, she's casting it at 6th level.
I will cast Counterspell as well.
Okay. Yeah, try to counterspell her
But
counterspell.
I'll do it at 3rd level.
Okay.
So I need to make a...
DC
Charisma check?
16?
Charisma? Save?
Yes. DC 16 Charisma ability check. Holy shit. Yeah. So let's go back and add all that damage up again. And
it should happen at the beginning of their turn or when they
Oh.
enter it.
okay.
And we can just do it now at the beginning of my turn too, if it's easier.
Sorry, what did you say?
I mean, we can just do it now if it's easier. I don't have strong opinions about it. But the rules, as written, say the beginning of their turn.
Yeah, let's just do it now, so I don't have to redo all that math. I'm gonna do that, but the 2 wizards are going to choose to succeed instead.
Alright, then they take half.
Got it. Oh,
And it
fuck.
stays there and moves 10 feet away from me every turn.
Got it. At the end of your turn, both of them are going to fire firebolts at you. like shit.
I've got to make a Constitution save. Yeah, I'm fine.
Just barely.
The captain isn't cursed anymore.
Oh, very well.
Because I dropped it to do this.
Okay. So that is the end of your turn. I did the damage to them, or I haven't yet? I don't think I have.
I don't think you have. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to move behind Kirith as well. Just kind of get out of the way. Nope, not that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've got that all sorted out.
Yeah.
And it is an archer's turn. And the archer is going to shoot across the room at Joaf. And miss. Damon, you are up.
I'm going to pile on with our other spellcasters doing these AoE things and throw another fireball. But I'm going to cast it at 4th level.
Okay. You will be counterspelled by Teruvar. Terulvar.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna at least try.
Yeah, I don't think I would know that, so I'll just launch that.
And he would interrupt the spell. Both of these wizards are desperately trying to shut down all of the magic flying at them from every direction. And it is not going well for them. You still have an action and your movement?
Yes, I am going to use my action to just swing at this warrior again. And then I will I'll just use my action surge to swing at him again.
Okay.
Wow.
Woof.
And that is my turn.
Okay. This warrior is going to attack Porter. Again. Miss. This warrior is going to go towards Isolde and attack her. And miss, and miss. And it is Kirath's turn, who is going to cast... Oh, he's low. Don't know. Ooh, he's gonna cast Greater Invisibility? Oh, and a creature you touch. He can't get there. Fuck. He's gonna get this far, and then he is going to not cast that. Instead, he's going to cast... Ooh, what's suggestion?
It's not gonna work on undead.
Oh yeah, you're right. He would know that. Fuck. I guess... Ice Storm? How far does that go?
120. That's 100.
we will drop it here. As they all get brought down by his storm of ice, and he turns to the group and says, or he doesn't say anything, but he looks desperate concerning his brother. And Missile, you're up, flying on your magic broomstick.
Yeah, buddy. You mean magic artifact?
Sorry.
Not magic, anyways. I don't even know.
Your artifact
Alright.
broomstick.
There you go. So I'm gonna take 5 feet of movement just to get a better reposition here, and then I'm gonna use flamethrower once again behind me. Center it on Morty. That should avoid hitting Damon. Nice. Cool. And then I'm gonna send some scorching rays at our archmage friends here.
Sure.
So let's send it to the big lady there. Da-da-da. Where are you? There you are. Bang. We're gonna follow up with the firearm. I'm sure she's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay, let's send another one. I don't know if she has resistance to fire, but this should ignore that. Nice. Nice. Is she still alive? She is.
She
Oh
is.
no. Let's send another one. Oof, snake eyes. Rough. Oh, I re-roll. Excellent. Yeah. And then... Is this a good position? Probably not. I'm going to want to move some distance here. If I can get everything to work. Sorry, my computer's being wonky.
Sorry, it's a pretty big scene.
Where's a good spot? Luther's probably not going to make it. He's not the priority either. I'm going to go... Let's just go there. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm marking all these archers as dead. Actually, I guess all of the archers are dead, aren't they? I could just go through the... Save myself some time. Okay, so that is Missile's turn. At the end of Missile's turn, the wizards are both going to shoot at Terran with Firebolt.
Do they take damage from his oldest thing?
It's not their turn yet.
It's
Oh,
at the
okay,
end
so
of their turn anyway.
Okay.
Both of them hurl
Alright.
firebolts twinned right at you, hitting you for 20 damage and then 27 damage.
Wrong button.
Damon uses his reaction to reduce the damage that Terran takes with a psychic shield.
On the first one?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's just 1d6.
Okay.
Plus 4 is what he is protected from.
Which one was the bigger one, the first or the second one?
The second one hit you for 27.
Alright, I think I succeed my first constitution, then fail my second one, so
Okay.
my cloud kill should be gone.
Very well. Oh, well then technically I did the damage before I should have, but that's fine. They used their resistance to save from it anyways. Actually, that is kind of fucky for them. I'm just gonna have the damage have hit the warriors because I think they did get a turn, but I'm gonna undo the 10 that was done to the lady.
Okay, that's cool.
And it is this warrior's turn, who's going to attack Damon. And miss. Because that's what they do. Wait, what just happened?
I just took 9 damage.
Well, you deserved it. No, sorry, I just said you targeted from before. It is the Lich's turn. What can he do? He's got some spells. He's going to cast Circle of Death. Okay, 60-foot radius, each creature, Constitution saving throw, or 8d6 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Yeah, okay. Do. And the math goes wild. I like how each of your custom dices or die roll in the midst of that big sea of red dice. I can kind of actually see your individual rolls. It's kind of cool. Okay, so yep.
I'm down, everyone.
Okay. Yes.
You're down?
So the Lich, in sort of a moment of desperation, unleashes his most powerful energy and hits everybody in this area, even the undead, sort of just just not even distinguishing between friend and foe, just trying to blow up this section of the room. And yeah, does it stay? I forget. Each creature doesn't look like it. I think it's just a one-time explosion. Does that sound right?
I think so. That's what I'm reading.
Yep. Okay. Very cool. So anybody modifying their stuff, like shield or anything? Missile maybe?
Let me see if it would save. Trying to scroll up here.
Yep.
17. I don't think it would save.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't. Okay. So yeah, an explosion erupts and Terran drops to the ground. Damon makes his Constitution saving throw. Isolde, do you make your Constitution saving throw?
Let's see.
You have advantage anyways, but flying colors.
Perfect.
Very well. And then he uses his very little movement to stumble sort of out of this hazy, bloody thing and sort of fall behind these stairs onto the knotted floor in a sort of dramatic but desperate attempt to get away from this. And that is his turn. It is this warrior's turn, who is going to attack at Porter.
Vosner's gonna bop him on the head with
Yeah, go for it. It was the
Which,
one up top.
warrior is it? Up top? Okay. And it is one slam attack.
Yeah, let's see if you crit him and kill him, so that he doesn't even get a second attack.
Almost.
Yeah, so you slam into him. He still gets a second swing at Porter, but he misses. And Porter, sort of in the melee, stops to give you a thumbs up at one point, and then continues bashing these skeletons.
I try and do it, but I don't have any thumbs in this form. So I kind of like raise my large claw.
And speaking of, he returns to his turn. And he smashes. And bashes into this warrior, killing him instantly. Turns to this one. And misses. And yells to Izzy, "People are going down. You gotta save them." And that is his turn. Luther is going to cast Greater Invisibility on himself and get the fuck out of there. I can get rid of that cloud kill, huh? And all those things are still in play. And that is his turn. He's invisible, so I'll just take him off the board from vision. And it is this warrior who's dead. Oh no, he's got 1 health. He's going to run at Izzy and attack her. And miss. Standard. This captain is going to focus fire on Damon. Missing, and then swing a second time. Critting.
Ouch.
Oof.
And Damon collapses in a heap of robot on the floor. And it is Bosner's turn.
Question. Would I be able to use my special movement, Earth Glide?
Can burrow through non-magical, unworked earth and stone. It is worked earth and stone.
Okay. That's what I thought.
But that is fucking crazy for the future.
Yeah.
You can just like go through stone walls like in a cave.
Yeah, I was thinking if I can like go under my spell and like
Yeah.
pop up where the one guy is, but I guess I can't. So
You also do double damage to objects and structures. That's kind of cool.
yeah. Wait. I guess I'm gonna move. Move here.
There is an attack of opportunity on you then.
Yeah. I'm not gonna take that since I'm a giant rock. But I'm gonna move back. Alright, just gonna move there. And then punch the captain in the face
Nice.
for 2 attacks. 1. Oops. Did I not? Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
Boom!
2.
And in 2 hits, you just smash this guy down into nothing.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action. Roll 2d10. Burn a second level spell slot. And heal myself 11.
Okay. And is that your turn?
80. Yep.
Okay. This warrior is going to be dead. R.I.P. warrior. This warrior is going to be dead. This warrior is going to walk down next to his leader and hold his attack. This warrior is going to try to do that and get stuck in this bubble and end his turn here. What's the damage?
I think it's 4d10.
Roll it.
Let me double check.
All right. Yep, he dies. Okay. DeMarcus is up.
Yeah, John, I'm out of the tabletop because it was just being too wonky for me.
Sure.
So I'm watching on Twitch right now. So if you could stuff for me, that'd be great, man. Thank you. So I've been thinking a lot, and I don't. It would be, technically, I think I could get to the Lich, but it would burn so many spell slots, and I don't think I could do anything once I got there, and I get smoked. So I think I'm going to first haste myself with my last third level spell slot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this this guy that's just right next to me, John, like a regular attack on him.
Go for it.
Could you do it, please? I'm not in the tabletop.
Oh, duh. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Big swing or regular?
I think I'm gonna do a regular. I really just want to hit him.
Yep. Critical fail.
Oh man. All right. That is vastly disappointing.
You have a bonus
will...
action left, but I don't think you can use it for anything.
Well, I've got a second attack.
No, you used your action to cast haste.
Oh, so I don't get the second attack.
Correct.
Wait, how to explain that? So I use the action.
So the extra
I thought I had a
action, the extra action that haste gives you can only be used to make a single attack.
Oh, okay.
It's the way that they keep it from getting too powerful.
Yeah, fuck. No. Yeah, no. I just thought this whole thing through based on a completely phony premise. Alright. Shit. I will... Let's see... In move 15, I did the numbers, that's quarter speed. Then you just moving 15 down... Well, then I would take opportunity attack. No, I'll just stay there. Just move me down one next to Johoff, and I'll stay where I'm at.
Okie dokie. And, Isolde, it is your turn.
Alright. As my action, I'm going to use Preserve Life. So I hold up my holy symbol and restore Taryn and Damon both 25 HP.
Nice.
And that's my cleric feature, not a spell. So then as my spell, I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon. And let me just check the distance here. I'm gonna have to move. Can I move through Garrett?
Given all that's going on here, I'd say it's kind of tough because everybody's in the middle of fighting, and he's not big enough that you could walk under him, so to speak.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna walk this way.
You're taking an attack of opportunity, though.
Yep, sure am.
Okay, just make sure.
I assume both.
Yep. He swings at you, and misses. And the other one swings as well, I guess. And misses as well.
I can't sentinel those. I already used my bonus action, right? Or reaction.
I don't remember if you used it or not.
Yeah, you used it on Porter.
Got it.
Oh, right. Order. Okay.
Yep. So, Spiritual Weapon.
I don't think you did use it on Porter because Vosner went recently. I think you still have it up again.
Right, because it restarts at every top of my turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, then I would hit at one of those guys. I guess this
Go
guy.
for it. Oh, he crits! That's what you get, I guess. Yeah, you smash and just, like, pulverize, sending the bones just, like, scattering around the room. Dust in the air.
Nice. Yeah, so then I conjure my Spiritual Weapon and attack the Seraphine lady.
Yeah, you hit. Dang.
And that's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, both wizards hit you with their firebolt. Oh,
Good
and
thing I got
seeing
that trusty red axe shield.
yeah, seeing that, they might have to adjust their shit. Is Shocking Grasp ranged? Yeah.
I think so.
No, it's touch.
Shocking
It's touch.
grasp.
Oh.
Oh, I'm thinking chill touch.
Chill touch is ranged, even though it sounds like it shouldn't be.
Yeah, but Chill Touch is a level like 1 spell or something, right?
No, it's a cantrip. It's the necrotic version of the same cantrip that everything does.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, she is going to cast Chill Touch on you.
Ouch.
And that is the end of your turn. Okay, it is the warrior's turn. Wait, why did she not get a turn? Did I skip her? Oh fuck, because I have her hidden from the view. Fuck. Okay. So I'm gonna just put her at the bottom of the order. After these people go, she can go. Because otherwise she would have ended her turn in Isolda's stuff and taken damage. But we hadn't remembered to do her turn. Okay. Warrior, attack DeMarcus. And swing a second time. And hit. And Annihilator is going to walk towards and over the bodies and swing at this Earth Elemental. Hitting hard. And he brings down his massive undead axe upon you twice, slashing off big hunks of the boulder that make up your form. And wait, have you been making concentration saves for your growth, or is that even a concentration? I forget.
It is not. That's why I
Yeah,
use it.
that's why it's.
Yeah, John, sorry to go backwards, but same thing here. So the first attack that hit me, that did hit. It reached my AC, so I have to do a con save on that 9 damage.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
You made it. So the
my,
second one didn't
flame
hit.
shield.
Second one doesn't hit you. Thank you.
I will add it. Good eye. What there, Gert?
Flame shield. I've had that up, but I haven't been.
Oh God.
So.
Why don't you?
And it's
I mean.
also not a concentration. So do you want me to roll it again or no?
Oh. Yeah. Just roll the damage to this Annihilator, and we'll. I mean, it's hard to say if it would have been like the killing blow on any of these warrior types because they're vulnerable to bludgeoning, which is what's making them like explode.
Yeah. It's so it'd be 4d8 since it's 2 hits.
Yeah. Roll it for it.
So 16 to the Annihilator.
Got it. Yeah. And the second Annihilator goes, and he he like picks up the Necromancer and helps him to his feet, and then stands guard, like if anybody comes near, he's gonna swing at him. And that is his turn. And at the bottom of the round, we're gonna do the lady who is going to teleport herself real far. Yeah, it won't let me move her. Okay, to the corner of the room. And to hide. And that is her turn. Johoff, you're up.
Would I have seen where she went?
I would say based off how teleport works, probably not. It's probably sort of like a poof out, and there's no directionality to it.
All right, that's frustrating as hell. So there's people running away. I'll just stand up and fight like a monk. All right, Johoff is going to move up to here and chuck his hammer at that broski.
Yeah. You gonna go for it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Ah, fuck it. Can I end up behind him? Like,
Yeah, I'll say
before
it's a little bit funky because I kind of like the idea of you throwing it and it hitting its chest, and then you like teleport holding the hammer.
Oh
but
yeah, let's do that.
okay,
So that would put me
right there.
right there.
Oh, though I'll let you sort of like acrobatics your way to the other side of him by the end of the turn if you want to not end in Laurel's spell thing, because I don't want to like disadvantage you just because of flavor.
Well, and I'm probably gonna do flurry of blows, which will give me a little extra movement and disengage if I want to step out.
Yeah. As you make this like blink in, 2 attacks are gonna come in on you at the same time, though, for the record.
All right. Cool.
And then this other guy. But he misses. And that is, yeah, that's what happens when you blink in. But now what?
Garrett pointed out, I think, that the Annihilator should have taken Izzy's.
Oh, yeah. How much damage? Oh, we ran it earlier. It was like 20?
Yeah.
20 it is.
I don't know what type it is, because if it's cold, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it is cold, isn't it? No, it's not. That's just flavor. It's piercing.
No, it's just flavor.
Okay. 20 it is. Oh, I did the 20 from the first roll.
Oh, that's fine.
And I'm too lazy to change it. So what does Johoff do?
All right, he's gonna swing again. He's gonna punch him. And swing one last time.
Holy shit. Yeah, you, Wait, does he have shield? Ooh, but how many of these things could he save from? 25. He could save from one of those attacks by using shield, and he's going to. So the one where you hit for 18, I'm gonna undo that damage. Whoa. No, not 24. What the fuck? Yeah. So he is not dead, but he is very close to dead.
Okay.
Oh, actually, he's less than that. He should be, because you overkilled him, Or wait, no, you didn't. Never mind. 12. He's at 12 health.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to basically back 2 squares with my disengage out of the.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And that's it for me.
Very cool. Taryn, you're up, and you're not unconscious.
I'm pretty pumped about not being unconscious.
I can see why.
I will stand up, and then I'm more than 60 feet away from this guy, right? Yeah.
We're learning. We're learning. We're learning.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm, but I'm going to change it to force damage again.
Whoa!
And just drop it right there.
Fucking yeah, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, you what's it look like when you bring this force ice storm down on this lich?
So it's like clouds kind of form over them and hail starts raining down. But the hail's like seems to be like within, like if you're like right by a big speaker at like a loud concert, just kind of like that reverb kind of look all around, just shaking everything as the hail falls.
Nice. Yeah, the Annihilator seems like confused by it. He's just getting pummeled. And the Lich collapses and lets out like this sort of death rattle gasp. And in the corner of the room, you hear a sad and traumatic scream. And it echoes in this chamber. And Damon. Well, unless you want to move or anything, his turn.
I will step one more foot over. Did I kill anybody? I killed 2 people.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Yeah,
the temp HP doesn't stack, but you can still get your...
I don't have any, so...
Yeah, no, 1 temp... I mean, like, if you kill 2 things, you don't get twice as much temp
Extra
HP.
time. Got it.
Yeah. Damon, you're up.
Could I hear the like mournful sigh of the witch who teleported out?
Oh
of
yeah,
existence
it filled the
somewhere?
whole room.
And so does it give me like some indication of the direction I should go to find her?
Yeah, she's over here somewhere.
Okay. Yes, I am going to just head that way.
Okay.
Taking maybe I don't take attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Yeah, I wouldn't say you did.
So I'll just
Yeah, it's dark in that corner. So
yeah. I guess if I dash, I can go like another basically 10 feet.
yeah, you could skirt the line of it and get another 30 feet this way.
30. Yeah, I'll do that. That's what I'll do.
And in this case, given, well, you dash, so that's all your turn anyways, but I guess
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad that that limiting your sword glow is making it so you can't see her. But
yeah, I wouldn't be able to do anything from
yeah,
this,
fair enough.
after dashing anyways, so
Fair
it
enough.
probably doesn't matter in this case.
Got it. All right. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
This warrior is going to attack Porter. And crit him. Ow. And swing again. And miss. This little warrior is dead. Kirath is going to cast... Fuck, he is so low. He is like out of everything. he's going to cast, not at that Annihilator, but at this one, and he's going to... Well, actually, he's going to drink a potion. Actually, he's going to... I can't, like, have him give Isolde a potion. That's weird. Like, here, drink this. We don't know each other. I guess he's just gonna firebolt the Annihilator.
It's okay, she looks like she can handle herself.
Yeah, she's tough. And she's going to move back, he is going to move back this way. And Missile, it is your turn.
Alright. So hearing that terrible scream and seeing Damon run in that direction, Missile's gonna
Fly
go
over
in
there.
pursuit. Yeah, I'm gonna fly over. Of course, Morty does not come along. I got him. But bam. I think that warrior immediately to my south is dead.
Yeah.
So,
The one fighting Porter is alive, though.
yeah, I see that health bar. I still don't see which. So I'm going to catapult an alchemist's fire at this annihilator here.
Okay.
And set him aflame
Go for it.
to do something. Kapow!
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
I think that gets arcane firearm.
I'll allow
I
it.
should have asked.
Nah, it's
Alright,
fine.
I should have asked before. And then he's coated in alchemist fire.
Okay.
We could undo that fire
No,
damage
that's
there.
fine. I'll just do it. I'll just count that further in. At the end of your turn... Oh, he's gone. Damon, with your flaming sword, you are hit by a firebolt flying through the air. And you dodge it, because you're Damon. Perfect. This guy is dead. And it is her turn. She is going to... Fucking Christ. What is she gonna do? She's going to pull out the big guns.
It's not good.
Now it's not the time for big guns.
She casts a spell, and the room begins to sort of slow down, and you experience time stopping, and
Oh Christ.
you can watch as she uses the 3 turns that she has available
What?
to run the fuck out of this place.
Shit.
Some heavy magic.
And that is as far as she gets. And you feel as like time begins to slow down and trickle and freeze, and then you barely perceive as she like sprints past you, and then time all speeds up back to normal again, and you see her far down the hallway. And it is Porter's turn, and he turns to you guys and says, well, somebody better stop her. And then he starts bashing on this warrior. And misses. And Luthar is invisible. He is going to drink a potion of greater healing. And it is this warrior's turn, who is... Oh, he's at 1 health. He's going to attack Vosner. And... Did it knock you out of form? It did. So, the elemental form drops, and Vosner takes 3 damage. But yes, he does take that fire damage, and as he goes to swing a second time, he poofs into dust.
Perfect. Let me read that spell again. I think it's a 5-foot radius, but
And it is Vosner's turn.
yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of far away from that thing, which is good. And I saw which way the lady went, right?
She went down this way. Yep.
Down the stairs. So bonus action. I'm going to turn into a little tiny dragon. And fly after her. So 90 feet in that direction. So this is 65 feet. Do I see her on the way down?
Do you have 90 feet of movement?
I think I do.
It says 30. I don't know.
30?
Yeah.
As a wormling?
Yeah. I don't know.
With my fly speed? No, I should. It should be. I'm really fast for my fly speed. Let me see.
It says bronze dragon wormling's fly speed is 60.
There you go.
60. Okay. Cool. So I will fly 60 feet in that direction.
Girl.
55. Do I see her?
Yeah, you can see her. Just
Okay.
barely.
Just barely. Well, I'll dash to get closer to her.
Okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
The warrior is dead. DeMarcus is up. I guess there's a guy next to you.
Yeah, I'll try to hit him. Just regular swing. Sorry, John, you gotta do it. Sorry to remind you.
Yeah, no, I got him. You crit him and killed him.
Okay. So I need to get out of these plants because I can't do anything. So I'm going. Do I have a second level spell slot left?
You have you have 2 second level spell slots left.
Oh, can I 60 step me out of these plants as far down and to the left as possible?
There you go.
Thank you. And let's see, I have 60 feet of movement then.
Oh yeah, you're
Is
hasted.
that enough to get me to the Annihilator down there?
Yeah, and you can't use your bonus action to attack. But wait, no, yeah, you can
Still a regular
attack
action.
one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah, we'll do a regular swing on that guy.
Okay. It hits. You're gonna
Put
smite it.
the last, second level, the last slot.
Boom. And he is undead, so it should do another. No, I'll fix that. Shouldn't be that much, but. Ah! I think that's right. Okay. Yeah, so you come in smiting hard. Is that your turn?
Alright, thanks. Yeah.
Isolde.
Alrighty. And is it possible? Can I see her? I can see her on the map. I just don't
Yeah,
know
you
if
can see her. It's she's 120 feet away from you.
That's all I need. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh dang!
Let's see what level should I use. I'm gonna cast it at. I'll cast it at second level.
Oh shit! How do you want to do this?
Yeah. So Azulda catches sight of her running by and just immediately turns on her heels and chases down after her and holds up her holy symbol, and this sort of like barrage of red radiant fire comes down in a column and just burns her.
Sweet. And
Yeah.
she falls to the ground in a pile of ash. And is done.
Dope.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
Well, I have a bonus action, actually. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon. I can move it 20 feet as a bonus action and attack with it. So I'm also gonna attack this guy.
Go for it.
And now I'm done.
Okay. Yep. This big boy is going to step towards Vosner, who's exposed. Oh wait, no, that's not. He's not there. Yeah.
Being a big old dragon.
He's going to swing at DeMarcus. And swing a second time. Missing both.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm lagging just a little bit behind
Okay.
on Twitch, so
This one is going to use his very limited movement, but reach to attack Johoff. Hitting him. And then swing a second time.
Oh, you're hitting DeMarcus too.
Oh, I will undo the damage to DeMarcus. Johoff takes 2 huge hits and is down to 1 hit point.
Nice.
Yeah, whatevs. No big deal.
Yeah, man. Nothing. And top of the round, Johoff, it is your turn.
Sorry, did that Annihilator take fire damage 1d4?
You already did it.
It's at the start of each of its turns. It continues to take it.
But does it do it the first time and then at the start of each of its turns?
No, my mistake. That sounds right. We'll get him next time.
Yeah, next time.
It should take blood blizzard damage though.
You still have that concentrated?
Yeah, I haven't cast anything. No, it's gone when I put spiritual weapon up. You're right.
Wait, you've had spiritual weapon up for a while though.
I've had it up for 3 turns.
Wait, so no. Okay.
2 turns.
Okay. Wait, I thought we determined spiritual weapon wasn't concentration, which is why it's weird.
Oh my god, is that true?
He took 20 damage.
That is true.
Moving
That is
on.
true.
Johoff, what are you doing?
The template that's up there, is that still that ice storm one?
Oh yeah.
From Terran?
Oh shit. Is that a one-time thing? The ice storm?
Yeah, well, everything in there is now difficult terrain, but that's
Oh, well,
less
it's already
bad than the
difficult
plant
terrain.
growth, so
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step up to the big boy with my 1 HP, covered in blood. And, I'm gonna hit him with my hammer. Or try and badly miss. I'm gonna hit him again with my hammer.
This time, when you do, not only does it hit critically, but there's this weird explosion, like the end of a matchstick lighting on fire, and a bunch of radiant damage pumps into this annihilator.
Oh shit.
Cool.
And you have this strange sense that a spirit is guiding you.
Huh. Well, does the spirit say to keep swinging? Because that's what I'm inclined to do.
It seems to indicate that, yeah.
Oh my god.
So Johoff.
Well, I'm gonna use my disengage.
Yeah.
And let's see here if I can do.
And Taryn, you're up.
So I should be able to move. Let me think here. 15 feet, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because you get bonus 15 for flurry, and then that takes you to
I'm already
60.
at-
Drops you
Yeah.
to...
Okay. All right, that's it for me then. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Taryn, you're up.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to finish that guy off, so. Launch that at him.
You succeed.
Alright. Then my remaining 3 should be. Or my remaining 2.
Yeah.
Should I be getting a +5 on these?
I don't know. We'll work
there
on it
force
in
damage?
post.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll assume it's fine. There's basically like 2 monsters left. Damon, you're up.
Well, then I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I am going to Misty Step up to here-ish.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk up to here. And then Misty Step over to this guy
Got it.
so that I can swing at him.
Yeah. It's a fucking good roll, too. Yeah, you bring down your flaming sword upon him.
And then I'll start winding up for my next turn.
Sweet. This warrior still brawling it out with Porter. Yes, 1 miss and 1 hit. Or wait, no, both miss. Kirath is going to, like, just barely hanging on, use his magic missile on the animator. And Missile, you're up.
Yeah, so Missile midair is like spinning around. First he follows Seraphine down the hall and sees Izzy send her guiding bolt and take her down. And then Terran shoots his Eldritch Blast to behind him to the Annihilator, taking that thing down. So he's spinning around, zigging around, and finally settles on the last remaining Annihilator as the still standing target, and he's going to send off Scorching Ray. He's going to miss, but not dissuade. Bang. 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 Probably still standing.
Yep, he's dead.
Oh, right, cool. Second shot goes right clean through his skull.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that Porter just like bashes in the skull of this last warrior, and I'm gonna end the combat there.
Whew.
Damn.
I'm gonna glide to the ground and like kind of chill for a second.
And you guys sort of the plants that Vosner summoned sort of slowly fade away, and you guys find yourself in a massive chamber, the center of which has a sarcophagus in it, and just the whole place is littered with bones and your own blood and roots and just torn to shreds. But you have survived.
Yikes.
And from out of invisibility steps Luthar, and he says, well, that was a close one. I am very glad we waited for you to arrive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Joe Hoff's gonna sit down for a second.
Yeah. He turns towards the pedestal and he walks up to it and he says, well, we didn't quite get here in time, but we were able to at least stop her from escaping. Well done.
Do you know who she is?
Yes, I've heard stories. A powerful wizard. She died many years ago.
Taryn will start walking to her body.
Yeah, and I'll give you the loot details for that next session.
Alright.
But for now, he gestures towards the sarcophagus and says, he starts trying to gestures to the religious folk and says, do any of you know what this is?
DeMarcus would do a religion check on it, and at some point, DeMarcus would also heal Joe off for 30 so that he doesn't trip and kill himself.
Yeah.
He's warded from death. He's fine.
So true.
Oh, never mind then.
Is that
I guess he would
concentration?
still... Nope.
1,000 non-concentration spells. You all have broken classes. I hate this game. No, I'm just kidding. You're fine.
We just got
yeah.
better at combat.
No, you guys are so much better at combat. You guys wouldn't even believe the CR of this fight.
Well, we did have some help from
It's true.
the other trio.
It's very true.
I mean, they took damage for us at least.
True that.
So
True.
rude. So rude.
Yeah, Izzy's checking it out.
Isolde, you recognize that this is what's called a sarcophagus of true resurrection, which is something that you didn't know still existed and are very rare. But you know that this sarcophagus gives anybody the ability to resurrect, assuming that they have the requisite amount of diamonds, which you would know is a small fortune.
And it's just like what you would need to bring the body there,
And the diamonds, and it would do the rest.
fuck. This is a very powerful artifact.
Indeed.
Definitely not for the wrong hands.
Yes. You can see why Even a lich would like the power of this. True resurrection is a rare ability. Not many possess it in this world.
But what interest would the Lich have in bringing back this particular wizard?
Well, I can't speak of much knowledge of that Lich, but I would imagine they were, perhaps friends. And as you are saying that, you realize that the essence of the Lich has sort of flown and filled itself in a small box, which is sort of near this sarcophagus, sort of off the way here. And Luthar steps up to it and holds out a hand and burns it. And says, well, that's the last you'll hear from him.
Are you certain we don't have to go and defeat him again at his sarcophagus?
He points to the burning box and says, he brought his phylactery with him. A bold move, but I suppose he couldn't risk you going behind him and destroying his phylactery while he wasn't there.
Interesting.
Well, I just want to go on record and say it wasn't that fucking easy last time.
I don't think it was easy this time either.
No, I mean destroying that thing he just destroyed.
Oh yeah, it was heavily guarded the last time.
Yes. Well, I imagine he placed it within a protective shell.
Can I insight check?
Yeah.
Lothar? I'm at disadvantage, right? Because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Is it control?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I think control is.
Because I know alt for advantage. Yeah, you think he's telling the truth?
So, what do we want to do with this resurrection box?
Luthar sort of pauses and says, well, the Queen owns this island, so, technically it's her property, but, I'm sure we should keep that information away from her as long as possible before she starts, using it.
Actually gave us the rights to the island, so...
He looks confused. Did you purchase it?
It
A manner
was
of speaking.
in exchange for the work that we were doing in the ruins.
Ah.
That's where we were before. That's why we didn't get your letter.
Make a deception check.
Do I have to, though?
Okay. He says, "Oh, wow, you must have done quite some work in those ruins."
There was a portal to
Regardless.
hell that we sealed, so, you know.
Yeah.
A portal to hell? Are you
Karen just
joking?
kind of shrugs, like, yeah, it's just what we do.
And Porter
He kinda
walks
shrugs.
up and
Precisely.
goes, wait, are you guys serious? A portal to hell?
Yeah, it was the cold one. It was terrible.
Yes, there was a portal to Kania there.
Wow.
That's the one.
And it was just something you could just walk up and close? That seems... Well, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like bullshit to me.
We had to deal with the devils in between there, but I guess closing the portal was the easy part.
I don't understand.
It is a ritual that takes time, but can be learned.
Well, probably
This is
not
all
by
very
me.
interesting, but all very interesting. But I do believe I have a drink that was promised to me by a certain someone that's kind of my thing right now. That's sort of high priority. All the rest is bullshit. I don't really give a fuck about. So how about a drink, maybe?
He points to the, like, metal and ornate, beautiful sarcophagus and says, "You found a box that could literally bring back anybody who's ever died back to life, and you're still interested in a beer?"
Yeah. Because, right, I'm not actually feeling like maybe this box is that good of an idea. It seems like probably it ought to be destroyed. So it just seems bad. But a beer that sounds pretty fucking good. So, doing the maths between the two, I think on the balance, a beer seems like the better option.
In support of Johuff's point, he does not need to be resurrected, but he almost certainly needs a beer.
He looks wildly appreciative, like he did not expect you to understand that.
Porter sort of looks, like, to Izzy instead and says, all those members of Bear Squad, of Eagle Squad, we could bring them all back.
I don't think that is wise.
He looks sort of defeated and perhaps betrayed and walks away.
I'll, just kind of follow after him. You know, they are with the gods that they served now. Other planes that they don't have to defend.
Oh, so we should just let everybody die. That way they could go be with the gods. Sounds lovely. And he walks away more.
She said her piece. She'll go back to the sarcophagus. I suppose it is an issue of what to do with it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we know that Luthar and Kirath work with the Wizards Alliance.
You know that they're associated with it. You don't know exactly their affiliation, but
Okay.
Taryn told you about them and that they were researching this tower.
Right. Is your research here done then?
Far from it. There's a great deal of knowledge to be gained from investigating the runes and the sarcophagi, and there's plenty of research to be done here. And he turns to Missile and says, "I'm sure you could appreciate that."
Well, yes, I suppose, but I'm afraid I don't see what the big deal about this particular sarcophagus is there are much better ways to, well, live forever, frankly. And he'll, kind of glance at Damon a little bit.
He points to the pile of ash, saying that is the lich on the ground, and he says, "There are others who think that there are superior ways to live forever. Be careful what you seek."
Missile will stare blankly at him.
Is there...
And he'll add... Oh god, I'm sorry.
No, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, has anybody seen the staff that the witch had on her?
Taryn would have grabbed it, but he would have wrapped it in something so he doesn't directly touch it, but he would have grabbed it and whatever else looked cool on her.
Yeah.
Good call, not touching it directly.
Yeah, Luthar would identify it, and then I'll tell you about that next time. And I guess we can pick up from here next time. We're running pretty far over, or close to the time limit. and this would be a good moment to come back to.
Sick.
All right,
Can I
guys.
ask one more question?
Yeah,
Sorry.
go for it.
Is there religious insignia on the sarcophagus?
We will save that for another time.
Oh shit.
I can't even be mad. It's so cool.